Hey guys, welcome back to DeFi Sky. My name is Sky, and today we're going to be talking about Time Wonderland. There's a few updates, important updates that we have to cover. We're also going to be looking at the price. Maybe we might do a little bit of technical analysis. We'll see how we go. I guess the most important thing is this proposal, Wonderland improvement proposal, which is the rage quit option, which, you know, it's a very controversial proposal. So we're just going to go over it. And then I'm going to say what I think is a better option and what a lot of people are saying is a better option. The basic scope of the proposal is inspired by a collection of threads, including the RFC from DCF God. It combines elements from all threads and allows the development team to prepare the contracts for the rage quit with a specific time frame. Rage quit process consists of two phases. We've got phase one, which is the snapshot governance, and we've got phase two, which is the deployment of the rage quit contract. I mean, first of all, a lot of people are saying, and I'm kind of saying, like, why are we still talking about this? That was sort of brought up before, and we all agreed not to liquidate the treasury, stuff like that. So it sort of feels like going backwards a few steps to even be talking about this, because I feel like the people who wanted to rage quit did. They sold and they moved on. And, who knows what they're doing right now. I hope they're fine and happy. But yeah, the rest of us are still here. But anyway, let's go on. The first phase consists of two Snapchat. Why do I keep saying Snapchat? I'm so sorry. The first phase consists of two snapshot governance votes. We've got number one, offer a rage quit option to wrapped memo holders. The goal of this first vote is to decide if the community wants to implement a rage quit contract, which allows wrapped memo holders to enter a whitelist and exit the DAO. So they get on the whitelist so that they can get off the DAO, which is sort of funny because usually you get on a whitelist to get into a project, and it would be at a predetermined valuation. And this will allow the DAO to decide if a rage quit option should be implemented for individuals to be able to exit the DAO. The snapshot vote will be posted as WIP number 5.1 with the option to implement rage quit or not. The snapshot vote will last 7 days, so a full week. And then once the vote is over, if the results indicate that the DAO wants to implement the rage quit option, liquidity will be pulled and all trading will be halted until the rage quit option is implemented. The WIP snapshot has to include the backing price of wrapped memo, which token holders can expect to receive when using rage quit, with not more than 5 to 10% variance to this predetermined price. So even though it is a predetermined price, that doesn't mean it's going to be, exactly to the dot. There's this, a little bit of wiggle room, I guess. And then we've got WIP 5.2, which is the rage quit whitelist. The term rage quit is kind of funny, isn't it? I always think of, someone knocking over a Monopoly board because they're losing. A second snapshot vote for the rage quit whitelist will be held. The goal of the second vote is to create a whitelist and allow the treasury to prepare the funds and contracts according to the amount of wrapped memo entering the whitelist. The extra data will increase the efficiency of the rage quit contract and lower slippage. And this snapshot vote will last 4 days, so a little bit shorter than the first one. And any holders who wish to exit with their tokens will receive their part of the treasury, and they will need to vote yes on this snapshot. By voting yes, your address will be added to the whitelist. Once the whitelist snapshot has ended, there will be a 48-hour window, which will allow the dev team and multisig to assess the results and prepare the treasury for the rage quit. And then phase two, we've got deployment of rage quit contracts. Again, with the, a slippage of 5 to 10%. The rage quit contract will be topped up with the amount needed for the entire whitelist to exit and will remain open for 72 hours. After this 72 hours, the rage quit contract will be halted and then trading of wrapped memo will start again. We are giving the development team a window of 24 hours to adjust the liquidity and resume trading. But a lot of people are saying that a better option would be to shut down all trading and remove LP liquidity effective immediately. This will eliminate many of the worries from some frogs about whales and sharks, because this is the main concern with this proposal is whales manipulating. That's what they do. It's their hobby. Yeah, they're worried that whales and sharks that are not currently invested will try to game the system by seeing which way the vote goes and buying at the last second to arbitrage. Don't worry about those bought in opportunistically after Sifu Gate and are still holding, as many have exited their positions in the run-up to the vote ending anyway. Given all the uncertainty. Then have the Wonderland team provide a clear calculation around the backing per wrapped memo that rage quitters would receive. In the calculation, they should provide the total circulating supply in wrapped memo, converting memo and time positions, the DAO owned supply in wrapped memo, converting memo and time positions, and non-DAO owned circulating supply. Total circulating supply less DAO owned supply, the total asset and treasury value including single-sided assets, stripped LPs and BSGG airdrop, but not including the BSGG vested tokens, cross of ages allocations or native tokens. Treasury value. So yeah, the BSGG was equal to 500 million BSGG, which equates to 23.85% of the total owned BSGG by the DAO. The total BSGG asset valued is approximately $90 million, which means that rage quitters will lose access to $67.5 million of asset value. Then allow a 48-hour window for rage quitters to claim. Airdrop all BSGG tokens to everyone during this 48-hour window. Once the rage quit swap has been concluded, shut down the LP and trading for another 2 to 3 weeks until new management is appointed to take over and the path forward is clear. For those that decide not to rage quit, there should be an APY multiplier during these few weeks where the reward yield is increased by 25 to 50% the normal rate. Prior to reopening the LP, the DAO will burn all wrapped memo tokens from the rage quit swap and other DAO-owned tokens that management sees fit to increase circulating supply and have an effect on lifting price above backing. So that is the professor. That's who came up with that plan. It would prevent and erase many concerns regarding whales manipulating. So, I think a lot of people are in favor of this revision of the OP proposal. Also, Sifu was very active in the Discord. Someone basically asked, can I ask? And not in a horrible way, but if you were voted out of Wonderland, should you even be in here, chatting? You know what I mean? And he said, I was voted out as Treasury Manager. I will always be the co-founder and run this community on Discord. Which, look, the whole thing about Sifu, I think what people were really upset about is the fact that we didn't have all the information. There wasn't that transparency, that it should be up to us whether we want to trust a convicted criminal who has crimes to do with money with our money. When the cat was out of the bag, anyone who wasn't comfortable with that, they sold. And then Sifu he was voted out as Treasury Manager. But we really can't stop him from still being involved in the project. Technically, in this situation, he hasn't done anything wrong. He can be in the Discord, and he had some things to say about how he would vote. Someone asked, how would you vote on the WIP 5? And he said, assuming no material change between the WIP and Snapshot, I vote to honor our backing promise. Most holders invested with the expectation of... Okay, great. Sorry, my dog clearly has some very strong opinions on the matter. Most holders invested with the expectation of this price being respected. They should not feel rugged. Absolutely. He's completely right. WIP 5 allows redemption at backing, which should be expected from any fund. Arbitrageurs will buy to backing in order to redeem the spread, driving up market price. When they exit, remaining holders will benefit from both their price action and the increase of backing due to whale forfeiture of BSGG and slippage losses. Only those who wish to continue here with new management will remain. We should end up with an aligned community. Yeah, at the end of the day, we have to come to an agreement and we all have to go ahead together, not, squabbling. The price of Wonderful Memories, aka Wrapped Memo, right now is 28,280. It's up 3%. It's having a little bit of recovery. Earlier, it was up 10% when I checked. So, I think a lot of people did not expect to see this in the green for quite some time, maybe ever. Things are still looking a little rocky, but definitely better than they were, I think. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and until next time, have a great day.